Hello everybody and welcome back to the end of Ys Book 1 and 2. And here is the last of the magics, and we are absolutely going to need it, because we will be pulverized without it pretty soon.
Adolf, it's me, Tar. I have so much to tell you, but now is not the time. Quick, we must get back. Everyone is waiting for us.
Oh, looks like other people managed to get in here before us somehow.
You must be Adolf. I am Maria. Keith found me in the belfry and he brought me here. He said that there were fragments of a shattered bracelet near my body. Maybe the bracelet was a substitute, for I'm sure the goons had meant to shatter me. I've heard stories that the goddess was cast to stone by the demon's evil curse. We don't have a second to spare. Hurry!
And there is the not dead Maria. Doesn't seem to be any door up here, but someone will fix that.
Adolf, this way!
Well, Keith came through the wall for us.
Adolf, at last we meet again. I am Dekka from Ramia Village. Do you remember me? The goddesses must be back in there. What can we do about this barricade? Hey, did you see something move? Over there in the corridor to your right. What was it? Could it have been a goon?
Now, let's see who could be over there. Better not be another wizard.
Ada, I finally found you. The last time I saw you, you vanished before I knew what was happening. I was worried, so I went outside to search for you, but I soon lost my way. Luckily, I haven't run into any of those dreadful creatures since then. Could it be for the power of this ring? It was given to me by the two girls I met in the ruins. Here, take it with you. Maybe it can repel those demons for you as it did for me.
And another thing we're going to need for the final boss. But more importantly, we need it right now. I'll explain what the Goddess Ring does for the final boss in this version of the game once we get to him. Okie doke. And this is the bottom of the Rastin mine.
The goddesses are in a hopeless situation. There is no way that you can defeat me now. A fight without the power of the goddesses doesn't scare me. 700 years ago, I almost had the whole country of Ys under my control. But those forsaken goddesses managed to lock me up. I have suffered 10,000 years of humiliation, and I will remember every minute of it when I revenge my anguish. Now, my time has finally come. The world of Ys will soon be mine, and I will show them all just how wicked we demons can be.
You animal! You know well that I cannot let you do that. Ys is now back where it belongs. Don't you forget about me. I am the bandit, Goban.
Oh, by the way, Darm is also voiced by Alan Oppenheimer. Now it's time for us to give this thing a try. Well, that seems to have fixed things.
Adol, where have you been? It's me, Ludogema. I've brought you the Shield of Claria. You must have this to fight off Darm. Use it wisely.
And here's the last piece of the Claria equipment, which we will need if we don't want to get completely bulldozed.
I owe you more than you can ever imagine. I am Lair, the goddess of Ys. Through your courageous battle, you have defeated Dark Fact in Darm Tower. Dark Fact was the direct descendant of Priest Fact. He tried to use the magical power of Claria to release the demons, which have been sealed up for hundreds of years. He wanted to control the entire land, but greed has its limitations, and you caused the demise of that demon. When we sealed the demons in, we also buried the magical mineral Claria deep within the ground. Several hundreds of years have passed, and Claria has since been excavated as silver. You know the rest of the story. But now you must fight your final battle against Darm, the most sinister of all evils. I know that you are a most worthy warrior, and I want you to use my ring for this dangerous showdown. The ring can weaken the power of evil, and my blessing can give your sword the force of Ys. Courage to the end, dear Adol.
Oh, Adol, how I have longed to see you. Remember me? I am Fina. When we last met, I didn't reveal my true identity. But now I must tell you that I am one of the two goddesses of Ys. You have been superb in your conquests to suppress the demons, but they will revive themselves unless you put an end to their source of evil. Their power comes from the enormous black pearl in the rear room. If you can shatter the pearl, then they will lose their evil flame, and we will have a chance to defeat them forever. So please, use all your courage to destroy their evil energy.
Okay, so now we're ready to fight Darm, but even with my new strategy, I don't think fighting him at this level is the best, so I have a save where I'm one level higher. And we're just gonna load that up. Shield is equipped. It's time to go to the final boss.
Followers and I were born from the dark magic of the Black Pearl. I am the living epitome of terror and destruction. You don't stand a chance against my forces of decimation. I shall crush and consume.
Okay, Dharm is a jerk. He shoots these meteors down from all parts of the top of the screen, and he teleports around. And if you manage to touch him, you can hit him a few more times, which you probably should, because each individual hit will not do a lot of damage, even with this level, with this equipment, and at this stage of the game. You want to do whatever you can while you still have the protection of the shield magic, because the meteors do less damage to the shield than they do to your health meter. Once you're out of shield, your strategy should change to don't be greedy, just focus on evading the meteors and hope that you just line up with Dharm as much as you can. Just stay at the bottom part of the screen. By the way, if you don't have the Goddess Ring equipped, the projectiles are much, much faster. They're almost undodgeable. Also, because both the Goddess Ring and the Elixir, the thing that can revive you to full if you get killed, are accessed from inventory rather than different menus, you can't use the Elixir and the Goddess Ring at the same time. But, you know, follow the good strategy, try to keep away as much as possible, and you should come out on top. See? No problem at all. Oh yeah, the flames in the background change color as you do damage to it, but that's the end of Dharm. And because we destroyed the source of the magic of Ys, we now have no MP. I definitely prefer in later versions how they have this scene at the goddess's castle instead of just in this room. Well, I wouldn't say it was impossible, but Dharm is pretty tough. But yeah, these are all the descendants of the 6 priests, who are just, you know, folks. Who were still a big help out, after all. Yeah, Black Pearl's pretty strong. Yeah, Dallas is a jerk like that. Well, you were kinda right. Yeah, they saw the descendants of the priests as so much their enemies that they kinda overlooked, well, Adol, basically. Yeah, it doesn't say in this dialogue, but Dekka is a descendant of Priest Dabby. Yeah, you do look kind of different now that you're a human. Yeah, we saw your inscription there. Yeah, one of the things that I appreciate that Ys did going forward from these beginnings is that Dharm was always treated as something special as far as villains in the Ys universe were concerned. He's the main villain of the first two games, but he's never really thought of as a starter villain. Yeah, Adol will stay for a couple of years. Oh yeah, Ys would have landed right next to the bandit hideout. Yeah, magic is something we won't want to mess with too often. Says the thief. Yeah, Adol and Dogi are gonna have a partnership. By the way, I'm not controlling where Adol walks. This is completely automated. I only control the text boxes here. Well, why don't you look at the time? I think we better not be here.
Oh, Adol. I don't know what to say. How can I thank you for saving me? The basement of the shrine was such an eerie place. After that, I went to Jeva's house. I met a lot of people that I never knew before, and I learned a lot about the wonderful world of Ys. But the best thing that has happened to me is that I had a chance to meet you. For the first time in my life, I was able to speak with the heart of a girl. It is hard to feel human when your soul is of a goddess. Well, I must go. Lair is waiting for me. Adol, promise that you'll always remember the girl in me.
I will always remember the girl in you, Fina, but I still wish you hadn't eaten her. Sorry, Un, it was too good not to steal. And that's it. Ys has been reunited with the rest of Asteria. Hopefully people will close off Darm Tower. And here's Lilia on the surface for the very first time. I think one of my complaints about Memories of Celceta is that unlike the other versions of Ys 4, you never hop on back to Asteria to do anything. And Goban and Dogi. People of Minea and Zepik. And that's the end of this adventure. And it's credits time! So, Yuji Kudo is the co-founder of Hudson Soft, which was actually the developer of this port of Ys 1 and 2. And would also develop Ys 4, The Dawn of Ys. And it's time for the End of Ys dance party, I guess. So this credits music is actually the credits music for the end of Ys 1. And, oh yeah, the verdict. Well, you probably already know my opinions about the Ys series by now, but as for playing this particular game, yeah, you can probably go back and do it. While I've said it's as far back as you can go, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try it if you can. Because there are differences. It's the only version of the game that's really built towards how they may have originally planned the game to be, which is one big game. The soundtrack is Turbo CD audio, so... oh yeah, the soundtrack is great. It's an Ys game. And there's Keith doing the whole Altered Beast ending thing. But yeah, it's a shame that the Turbo CD wasn't popular enough to justify localizations like the kind we see here. And look, the translation staff looks like it actually has native English speakers on it, which wasn't always a given. Because Final Fantasy IV didn't have that. Oh yeah, Ryo Yonemitsu is the guy who arranged the Turbo CD version of the Ys 1 and 2 soundtrack. And here are all of our Saturday morning cartoon voice actors. For the Saturday morning cartoon fantasy game. And there's Michael Hecht, who was the voice director on the Centaurians, as well as a few other 1980s series. And, well, take a bow, Adol, you earned it. And look at all of these people. I don't know who they are. Licensed from Falcom, presented by Bomberman. So, while Adol's adventures are never over, this game certainly is. Anyway, I already know what I'm doing next, but I'm just gonna let that be a surprise this time. I will be seeing you then. Goodbye!